Adding a new user account to Amelia. Utilities, core items, users. This will open the user management screen. You get a list of all your active user accounts here. As you select a user, you get the details showing on the right with the agency that the user belongs to and the various permission groups that a user could be part of. There's also an inactive flag here that you can get a list of any inactivated users. That way you can reactivate an employee or an old account if you need to. Right now we're going to add a new account, so we click Add, give it a full name, phone number, email address, which is very important because as you go through the system, anywhere that an email is required, the logged in user's email will be pre-populated in the From field. The remainder of the address information is not really required, so you can go ahead and give a login name here now. It can be any combination that you want to use. It can be first name, first initial, last name, first name, last initial. It's really user preference how you wish to set up your usernames. Password, in this case we're going to enter a simple password, but you can add complexity using password policies, which is a feature that we can have turned on in the system should you wish to use it. Give a closest airport, which will also be important because it pre-populates the DCS screen with your station, and it's also used for collecting a collection of payments and time zone calculations. By default the accounts are set as locked, so we'll have to unlock this account and we'll get a prompt to change the user's password, yes. And now we have our new user account. It's an active account. It's got your phone number, the email address. And by default we set this account as an employee account, so it picks up all the permissions of the employee group, which we can see from here. As you can see, a lot of the permissions haven't been granted, but anything with this group icon means that these are the portions of the system that the user does have access to. A user can be a part of many groups and inheriting permissions from each group as they are added. Likewise, you can give individual user permissions, so if there's one function that you have a user that you just need to have, you can assign that one permission just by right clicking here and giving the permission. You can notice to distinguish between, like this would be a group permission, and this is an individual permission. We're going to remove this permission for now. Once a user account is created, there's two more steps to having the user fully active in ameliaRES. The next one is utilities, core items, and groups. So you pick the group that the user is going to become a part of, and I'm going to add them to the call center supervisor group. So we just select our group, you right click in the members portion for that group and you click add user to group. You get your list, so you do a fast search just by clicking the first letter of the name of the person you added. Joe Smith. Say OK. Now if we take a look at the user's permissions by right clicking on it, you'll see there's some additional permissions added. Things have changed a little bit. Okay. Almost complete. There's one more step. Every user in ameliaRES must be associated to a default agency for their booking. So you open utilities and agencies. We have a travel agency master group here, so we'll go to users for this group. We'll take this user and we'll make him a part of the agency and save. Close. Once this is completed, your user now has the ability to either access ameliaRES through the web or through the call center application, which we have in front of us here. Three things to remember is to create a user, you first add the user account, Then you associate them to the applicable permission groups required, and then you must add the user to an agency. It could be the corporate agency, or it could be a travel agency or corporate agency.